Hey y'all, what's going on? So today we're going. Oh, okay. So music just gonna come on. Okay, come on. Y'all remember that? Hey, say I'm a rapper. I say no. Hey, it just came on out the blue. It's called the Cupid Shuffle. Young or old. Now, kid, walk it. Everybody know how to walk it by yourself. Hey, let's get to this video. Yeah, I don't know why that cut on. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, y'all. I got a little sidetrack. You know, I get a little hyped up when I hear music. So, recording on my tablet, and I keep thinking my camera is over there, but my camera is right here. Okay, why I gave up my apartment. So, I have lived on my own in an apartment since 2002. 2002, that's when I moved out of my parents' house. So I like the idea of having independence, having my own place. If I want to walk around naked, I can walk around naked. If I want to fart out loud and don't say excuse me, I can do it in my own apartment. Okay, I'm just being real with y'all. So if you don't like nothing that's real, go ahead and exit left off this video right now. By the way, if you're here for this video, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become part of my Courage family. You know, we're 10 people over here. So yeah, go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead and drop me a comment where you are watching me from. So that would help me out a lot. That lets YouTube know, hey, she is engaging with her viewers and her viewers like her. You know, y'all like me, right? Right. All right. So I love the fact of having a maintenance man. Maintenance man does it all. Refrigerator breakdown, he come bring another one. The plumbing bust, they replace it. If something is leaking on the roof, they come fix it. I don't have to deal with anything about fixing stuff in an apartment. I love that idea. They cut the grass, all of this stuff. Back in the day, it was cheap. Like, it was $650. You can get you a nice apartment, you and your kid or your boyfriend. $650 could get you a nice place. I love the idea of having neighbors. For me, it's just that sense of security of knowing, hey, if something pop off, I got a neighbor on the right and on the left that I can run over there, and if I need to borrow some honey, some sugar, or if I, need a place to crash for a couple of hours. I like having neighbors. Even though I don't talk to many neighbors, I like having neighbors. Now, I hate that prices have pretty much doubled. I'm finna get into the reasons why I gave up my apartment, because that's what this video is about. I moved into this apartment last year. So when my lease came up March 31st of this year, they sent me a notification December 28th of 24, letting me know that my rent was going to go up from $1,050, one bedroom apartment. One bedroom, $1,050. So I asked them, I said, hey, because my last apartment, I was there for 14 years. 14 years. And the reason why I moved is because they had to do renovations. They was doing remodeling, and they was going to start like upping up the property, and I can understand going up on that, but I didn't want to pay those prices, so I moved. So with these apartments that I just left, I had questions when I first went to initially view the property. I asked them, hey, I had my little notepad. I said, hey, do y'all plan on going up on the rent? How does that work? She said, well, we go by what the market value is. And I'm like, okay, so do y'all see rent going up for the 2025 year? She said, no, we don't see the rent going up. That was the biggest damn lie. And that lady looked me dead in my face. No, we're not going up. Okay. So when I seen that funky ass letter that they put on my door, of course I went around to the office and I spoke to the lady who told me that. She said, well, we never know what's going to happen. Corporate tells us what to do. Whatever. So that's the first thing. Prices are always going up. It didn't feel stable anymore with landlords, meaning the landlord can sell his property today, and I've heard of so many people saying that this happened to them. Their landlord didn't let them know that his property was foreclosed and he was giving up the property, and so now you stuck trying to find somewhere to stay. That didn't happen to me, but that made it to my list because it could have been me. It could have. So another thing, all of these fees, like where all these damn fees coming from? Application fees, security deposit, pet deposit, administrative fee. That's the one that burned my fucking biscuits. What the fuck is an administrative fee? I asked the lady that. I said, ma'am, she said, we got a $200 administrative fee. And I said, okay, do I got spit in the corner of my mouth, or is that just the light? Okay, I thought that was spit. I can't stand look at nobody who got spit in the corner of their mouth. Anyway, I said, can you explain to me what a administrative fee is? She said, oh, that's just where we go ahead and build your profile. I said, it costs $200 to build a profile. All you got to do is type my name in the system that I'm a resident. So what is $200? She could not explain that to me. Nobody who I called when I was looking to find me another apartment, nobody could explain what the administrative fee is. Just say it's a fuck you fee, and we want you to pay it if you... Audio ringer. Sorry. Anyway, administrative fee, I hate it. Renter's insurance. I remember back in the day, no lie. Back in the day, in the early 2000s where I was living, we didn't have to have renter's insurance. The renter's insurance was already included in the rent. I loved it. So if anything happened, the apartments took care of it. We didn't have to go try to find renter's insurance for $13 a month. So, but now it's all on the resident. Utility fee, maintenance fee. Why do we got to pay a maintenance fee? Don't the maintenance man work for the damn apartments? Don't he get paid? So that's automatically his job to take care of the property and maintain the apartment, right? Why do I gotta pay that? Why do the renter gotta pay it? Lease renewal fee. Who does that? Why do you charge me a lease renewal fee? I'm wanting to stay here. I want to stay with you all. Why do you gotta charge me $55 for a lease renewal? I'm gonna pay you rent on the first of the month. So why are you... Anyway, lockout fee. It's y'all's lock. Okay, the maintenance man, most of these people, like, I'm just, back in the day, I remember getting locked out of my apartment one time. When I got locked out, in the little maintenance office, they have the little machine to make you another key. Their property. You didn't have to go to Ace Hardware or Walmart and have another key made. They did it because it's their lock on their key. I can even see if the apartments charged you $5 or $10 for the maintenance man having to stop what he's doing to come let you in your apartment. I can see if you charge me $5 or $10. I don't want nobody doing shit for me for free. So I understand that. I just don't understand all of these fees and shit. Hidden fees, all of that is bananas to me. So I remember saying to myself at the beginning of the year, this was when I sat down and I said to myself, I don't want to work at my job no more, which that's in another video. If you hadn't seen that video about where I quit my corporate job, go back and look through my videos and you'll enjoy that one. So I sat down and I said, I'm going to quit my job. So I made 2 major changes in my life this year. Quit my job, moved out of my apartment. I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm tired of all of this price gouging. Everything is going up but what you get paid at your job. How is that? So when I sit down and think about how many apartments and companies is ripping people off, and they know they can do it because people, the average person, want to have a roof over their head. They have that mentality. That was me. That was me until I changed the way I was thinking. I said, you're single, you don't have no kids, you can live out your car. Y'all should Google how many people are homeless, live in their car, live in their van. It is astonishing. It is unreal how many people have gave up their roof over their head. It's becoming the new normal. I met this doctor, no lie. I met this doctor at the Walgreens, and he was he had a lot of stuff, and he looked kind of uneasy, like something was going on. And I said, sir, do you need help with something? Like, can I help you? Because you kind of look disheveled, you look confused. And he said, ma'am, he said, this is my 2nd day living in my car. And I said, I see that thing on your windshield, around your mirror. Are you a doctor? You in the medical field or what? He said, I'm a doctor. I said, you a doctor and you just moved into your car? He said, I can't afford it. With everything that I pay, the overhead, paying my employees, the cars that I had, the lifestyle that I was living, I could not afford it. So y'all, if doctor, he ain't the first one. I've met attorneys. I've been living in my car since March 31st of this year, 2025. I have met so many people from all walks of life that is now living in their car or whatever they're driving. Y'all, we are in a state in this country that we've never seen this before. I don't know how we got here. I'm not a political person, but I just know I ain't never seen this. I'm 44 years old. I've never seen this many people fucked up. I ain't gonna even talk about the senior citizens. Like, I'm not gonna even bring them up because God knows they are getting it hard. And this video ain't about this, but can you imagine like what retirement age is gonna look like? Y'all, I'm so sorry. I thought I turned this thing off. Can you imagine what retirement age is gonna look like in another 20, 25 years? For people that's in my age bracket, we're gonna have to work till we're 91. Not 90, 91. So I just wanted to make a video and let everybody know why I quit my job. Not my job, why I left my apartment. All of these reasons that I talked about, I no longer wanted to pay all your fuck you fees. I don't. I gotta pay to maintain my car because that's how I get around. I'd rather pay my oil change, gas, my tires. At least I know where that's going. All of these fuck you fees, I don't know where that's going. And the last thing, deposits. These apartments are ripping so many people off. They tried to rip me off. I had put down a $1,000 deposit on my apartment, and I'm not a person that tear up everything, put holes in the wall. I don't do none of that. I don't put shit out on the carpet. I don't burn nothing. My apartment was in tip-top condition. Now, I did hang something on the wall with a nail and hammer, and I remember saying, I'm gonna have to cover that hole up. Well, on the day that I moved out, the week that I moved out, I had so much going on, and I forgot to cover the hole up. Well, when they came and did the walkthrough, it was raining. It was pouring down raining, and she couldn't come. So I took my own video. And when I went around there to give them the key, I told her, hey, I know it's raining. I did my own walkthrough, and I did a video. So when will y'all be able to do the walkthrough? She said, we probably won't get to it until tomorrow or the next day. I said, oh, okay, that's cool. Well, you send me what you got. That way my video and your walkthrough supposed to match up, right? No, that ain't what happened. They shot me an email within 5 days, and they had all of this shit talking about that I damaged the carpet and the walls had holes in them. And I'm saying to myself, what apartment was she looking at? Because I only had one thing hung up. The rest was the sticky tape, the command strips where you just pull it. It didn't pull the paint. It was nothing nailed under there, that one picture. So I called her. I said, hey, what's all the shit you got wrote on here that I done did to the apartment? And she said, yeah, we did a walkthrough. Yeah, we did a walkthrough. And I said, no, well, I'm going to get my attorney involved in this because the thing was saying that they owed me $300 and something out of $1,000. I said, ma'am, I have not done no damage to y'all's apartment. So yeah, we're gonna let the legal people deal with this because y'all are lying, and I'm gonna need my money. I can see $50 or whatever it costs to go in and fix the hole in the wall from where I had that picture, but not no $600 that y'all charging me. So that's another thing that was it. I said, you know what, I'm wiping my hands of this. I don't have to live in no freaking apartment. It's just me. So that's how I wound up in my car, because I no longer wanted to do it no more. I just felt like every time I turned around, I'm having to pay something. Like, why ain't y'all giving me no money back? So that's my gripe, and I am sorry to whoever else is in this situation. I hate that the world is so messed up nowadays, but I hope you all subscribe to my channel. This channel is all about living in my car. This is a new experience for me. I'm learning, and some of the stuff has been eye-opening. I mean, wide-eyed open. So I just try to laugh on my journey and have fun, because you got to laugh to keep from crying living in this world. So I love my subscribers. We are almost at 400 subscribers. I'm so happy about that. I don't know what I'm going to do to celebrate 400 subscribers, but I thank you all so much. Many hugs and kisses to you. Enjoy your day. Bye.